the best and biggest festivals around the world. No matter where you go around the globe, everybody loves to celebrate. And when it comes to celebration, festivals offer something for everyone. Whether it's the arts and culture, food and wine, holidays, or religion you're into, there's a gathering somewhere with your name on it. Here's a look at our bucket list picks for the biggest and best festivals in the world. But before starting, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Number 10. 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞. 𝐦𝐨𝐤𝐞 is the festival where candles are placed in banana leaf boats and set on fire as they sail down the Ping River. This massive festival attracts tourists from around the world to see the light sparkle in the air and rivers. The locals celebrate 𝐦𝐨𝐤𝐞 to thank the goddess of water for a good harvest. 𝐦𝐨𝐤𝐞 happens over several days and is a more cultural experience, but 𝐦𝐨𝐵𝐻 is what attracts tourists to join in the mass release. Number 9. Mardi Gras, USA. Mardi Gras is New Orleans' biggest party. Held yearly on the day before Ash Wednesday, aka Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras celebrates the feast before the start of Lent in a big way. While it began as a religious and cultural experience, it has now become one giant party. The first Mardi Gras was celebrated in Mobile, Alabama, but New Orleans has claimed the title as the #1 spot to celebrate. The streets are packed with revelers gathering beads and drinking in the streets. It's a decadent time, as it marks the ending of 6 weeks of carnivals around the world. If you go to New Orleans during Mardi Gras, book a room with a balcony along the parade route to enjoy it to the fullest. Number 8. Summerfest. Summerfest in Milwaukee is the world's largest music festival you've never heard of. Running for over 40 years, Summerfest attracts the top names in the music industry and showcases up-and-coming musicians. We loved our time exploring the 11 stages and pop-up acts, roaming performers, and the food tents. Summerfest has attracted the likes of the Foo Fighters, Katy Perry, and Kanye West. Number 7. Montreal Jazz Festival. The Montreal Jazz Festival takes place at the end of June and is the largest jazz festival in the world. It has been running for more than 40 years and brings the city alive with music and festivities. We visited Montreal for the Jazz Fest, and it was a great time to be in Montreal. We kept running into spontaneous performances. Many free events take place around the city with festival stages, street performers, and intimate performances. Number 6. Montreux Jazz Festival, Switzerland. Montreux, Switzerland is home to an iconic music festival that has seen some of the top acts in the world grace its stage. Dating back to 1967, the festival takes place each summer on the shores of Lake Geneva. Montreux has such a music connection. Freddie Mercury spent his final days in the city. Deep Purple wrote Smoke on the Water about the Montreux casino burning down, and David Bowie and Queen recorded Under Pressure at Mountain Studios. Originally a jazz festival, it now showcases all music genres. Number 5. St. Patrick's Day, Ireland. St. Patrick's Day is an Irish festival that celebrates the patron saint of Ireland. Born in the 4th century, he was taken to Ireland as a slave but escaped back to England. He returned to Ireland to establish Christian churches, monasteries, and schools. Upon his death, his legend grew, and the Irish began to celebrate his death with feasts. It may be an Irish holiday, but many nations observe St. Paddy's Day. Celebrated with parades, all things green, and a lot of ale, St. Patrick's Day brings millions of people together. St. Patrick's Day used to be a quiet affair in Ireland, but when Americans of Irish descent started celebrating with the vigor, it was brought to life. And if you find yourself in Dublin, it is the place to be. Number 4. Dia de los Muertos, Mexico. The Day of the Dead is a festival in Mexico that celebrates the return of deceased relatives' souls. The festival takes place on October 31 and ends on November 2nd. It is believed that during this time, the gates of heaven open to allow the dearly departed to visit their families for 24 hours. The Day of the Dead is a beautiful festival where people dress up in costumes and paint their faces like skeletons and skulls. Ornate and colorful flower carpets line the streets, symbolizing remembrance. Number 3. Holi, India. Holi is the most colorful festival in the world. Holi is also known as the Festival of Colors. This Hindu festival celebrates the arrival of spring and signifies the victory of good over evil. Each year, the date changes for Holi, as it takes place on the full moon day of the Hindu calendar month Phalanga. Officially, Holi is celebrated for 2 days, but there are other celebrations leading up to the festival. Holika Dahan happens on the eve of the Holi festival, when people light the fires to celebrate the triumph of good, Prahlada over evil Holika. It is a magical festival to attend and was our favorite thing to do in India. Celebrations take place across the country, but we celebrated in Mathura, the birthplace of Krishna. Number 2. Songkran Festival, Thailand. Each year, Thailand celebrates the New Year with the world's largest water fight and is one of the most fun festivals in the world you'll ever attend. Songkran Festival takes place on the 13th of April every year during the Thai New Year. Thailand isn't the only place to celebrate the water festival. Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam all ring in the New Year, which just happens to be the hottest time of the year with Thaipusam. Thaipusam is a 3-day festival, but it has become so popular that celebrations begin well before the 13th and continue for days after. The best place to celebrate in Thailand is in the old capital of Chiang Mai. Number 1. Thaipusam, Malaysia. Thaipusam is a massive Hindu festival that takes place every January and February in the Tamil communities of Malaysia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, India, and Mauritius. We've had the honor of experiencing it twice in Malaysia at the Batu Caves in Kuala Lumpur and in Penang. Thaipusam festival is celebrated during the full moon of the Tamil month of Thai, January-February. The brightest star during this time of year is called Pusam, thus creating the festival Thaipusam. It is one of the most shocking festivals in the world, where devotees pierce their bodies with large spikes and hooks as they pay their respects to Lord Muruga. The largest celebration happens at the Batu Caves in Kuala Lumpur, where some more than 1 million people attend the event. After going into a trance, they make the long pilgrimage to the Batu Caves where they leave their offerings. That's it from this video. Let us know what you think about the list in the comments section below. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.